What's up, everyone? This is Opening Up. I'm your host, Arthur, and welcome to episode 4, where we talk about the WWE. Um, I was trying to think this week, what should I talk about? Because I wasn't sure which way to go, and then sometimes the material just presents itself. Today we're gonna be talking about WWE, and I figured why not open up a box of Topps Chrome WWE cards 2025. Last week it was my anniversary. Me and my wife went to vacation and ended up getting sick. So spent a lot of time in the hotel, and I ended up started watching documentaries. My brother-in-law put me on to the Vince McMahon documentary. So I checked that out, and it started bringing me back to my youth. And I didn't realize how much of a fan I was of wrestling, and I still am. I don't follow it as much as I used to when I was younger, but it has played an impact in my life. And I'll just take it back to the beginning. I mean, I remember I must have been like, what, 7, 8 years old, maybe 9. And the first wrestler that I ever became a fan of, and I have his action figure here, was the Ultimate Warrior. The Ultimate Warrior was insane. This was a guy, he'd come in, he had this makeup all over his face, he runs into the ring, and he just starts going crazy. I remember, like, he was just, like, the dude was ridiculously cut, and like he would do like the gorilla press where you could just pick them up. That was his move. Um, I love the Ultimate Warrior. And a lot of people, friends stuff like that, they were Hulk Hogan fans. Ultimate Warrior was my guy, and so much so I used to remember. So like I was the only kid, only child. I would be in my mom's bedroom on her bed. She had like this queen size bed. And I was this small little thing, and I'll take my mom's make lipstick, and I would do the Ultimate Warrior mask. Now you see his face, and you see he has that all along the side here. I would do that to my face and fill it in. My mother killed me when she saw that. I didn't care though. I want to be Ultimate Warrior. I was jumping around the bed. I would climb up on the dresser, jump off of it while watching wrestling. I remember wrestling would come on. There was Saturday night main event, and then there was Saturday morning at 12 o'clock, where you had like the no name matches, and then at the end you'll have like two or three good wrestlers fight. And I liked wrestling. I liked it a lot, and it's something I didn't realize that as I got older, I kind of also passed down. So I remember as I got a little older, I must have been like maybe 14, 15, maybe 16, 17. My little cousins would come over. They would come hang out, and I would play with them doing wrestling moves on them. I knew they were like maybe like 5 or 6, and I would like body slam them onto the bed and do all these things. They probably hated it. I remember I say my little cousins now, they're all like in their 30s. But I remember taking like my cousin Frankie, and I put it on my shoulders and I would do the spin around. Oh, he hated it. Oh, he hated it with a passion. Um, and then as I got older, the next guy, the biggest fan, became The Rock. I love The Rock, and I think it was his skills on the mic. His wrestling wasn't great, but on the mic, he'd be on there, like, the way he would trash talk people. If you smell, like, it was incredible. Like, you watched him, you got hyped up, and when my kids, when they started growing up, I would play wrestle with them. And it's funny because now my oldest son, Jordan, he's a big WWE fan. And what's funny too is my cousin, one of them, she's a big WWE fan. So it's like, yeah, it's pretty cool. And I realized like it played a long, factor role in my life. And it's funny, I was actually talking about it in therapy the other day because it was like, why wrestling? And one of the things it brought up is like, at that time, my stepfather wasn't in the picture at that time. So I think it was, I don't know if it was looking for that male role models or just looking for, I was a small, scrawny little kid. And it was just seeing these men go in there and these men fighting and putting themselves on life. And it kind of like, gave me a form of machismo, or a form of like this, I don't know. It's just, I gravitated towards it. So, and like I said, I'm an adult now. I'm in my 40s. The other day I was watching the Royal Rumble and I got very excited. It's just fun to watch. Um, and now you've got like Roman Reigns, and you've got all these wrestlers now today. And what do you call it? The female wrestlers are insane. Like the crap that they do now, it's very technical, which I like, and it's awesome stuff. So I mean, like Says with over 30 years and still going strong. We're gonna open up this box right here, and it's crazy. I watched that documentary, and it's it kind of sucks because with everything, and this is just life in general. There's good and there's bad, and it doesn't take away with how great wrestling was, but the stuff that went on behind the scenes was just horrific, and it's just sad because you build this thing that's probably gonna outlive you, but because of your actions, you've put this thing. And I'm talking about Vince McMahon. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the documentary because it's just some of the stuff he did was just disgusting and heinous. And like I said, it just sucks that he did build a product that was, like I said, that's going to pass outlive him. Um, so I just opened up the box and we're gonna see what we have inside here. Um, but it'd be interesting, like in the notes, it'd be interesting, if you're a wrestling fan, if you have a favorite wrestler or a favorite wrestling memory. For me, it's funny. One of my favorite wrestling memories, I remember taking my son for his 18th birthday. We went to go to see. So I know they do like SmackDown, and then they do Raw, and then they would do like in between shows. And this was like a holiday show, and we went, and I ended up getting us decent seats, so we were like not too far from the ring, and we ended up getting to see. I think it was the return of Randy Orton because he was injured, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Like I said, for me, Ultimate Warrior and The Rock. I do like Triple H too. He was a great villain, but Triple H, man, the dude, he was no joke. All right, here we go. Opening up the first pack of the Topps Chrome 2025 WWE. Now let's see. We have all right, Tangaloa, Razor, okay, Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston, very nice. Kia Lions, Brutus Creed, Io Sky. Trying to see if there's any. There we go. All right, let's go check out the next pack. See what we got in here. See if we get any refractor cards or we get any signature card. Becky Lynch, all time great. Liv Morgan, Diamond Dallas Page, DDP. It's me. It's me. It's DDP. LA Knight, like I don't get it. I know some people like him. To me, like he's just vanilla, man. I see nothing. I don't know. And apparently in the recent Royal Rumble there was some issue because he didn't do a move properly. And what was his name? Oh, I don't know. Forgetting the guy's name. That was the Irish or Scottish, whatever he was. He was pissed. Drew something, whatever his name is. Yeah, it was. It was right. All right, here we go. It's funny. I actually have a friend of mine's nephew who actually wrestles. He does like outside skirts. He wrestles out in Queens. I think he also wrestles in Jersey also. So it's like one of those small circuit wrestling things. I gotta go check that out. I gotta see how that is. Like listen, I mean that's where you start off. You start off somewhere and you work your way up the ranks. All right, let's see what we got over here. Trick Williams, Maxine Dupree, Akam, AJ Styles. Here we go. Duke Hudson, Sola Sequoia. I might have said his name wrong. If I did, my apologies. Big E, Rhea Ripley. She's a beast also. But yeah, listen, WWE going to new heights, man. Triple H taking over. They bought out other people by, I think the people from I forgot the company that bought them out. It was the same one I believe that owns also the UFC thing. I was watching the documentary, finding out that actually Shane wanted to invest in that before it became to the heights that it is now. And Kurt Angle, Kurt Angle, one of the best heels in wrestling history. All right, we have a refractor card, 5/85, Ludwig Kaiser. There you go. You see in the top bottom corner, 5/85. Oh, I almost dropped the card there. Tiffany Strand, Rakishi. Rakishi. Very nice, very nice. Here we go. Rob Van Dam. Come on, throwback. Rockstar Splash. All right. So we got one semi hit. We have the refractor there. I'm gonna go ahead, open up this pack, see what we got. So this was actually my son Jordan's favorite wrestler, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Very nice, very nice. Here we go. Shayna Baszler, Blair Davenport, Chelsea Green, Rey Mysterio. 619. All right, here we go. One more pack. See what we have in here. Open this up. Tyler Bate, Albie Fry, Ariana Grace, also refractor card 210 out of 249. See from the back. So it looks like there's no signature card in this pack, but we've got a good Axiom from next. So we have some cards, we just don't have any signature cards in this box. And Kane, final card. Kane, another beast. But yeah, WWE, man. I remember a few years ago they were in WrestleMania was in MetLife, and I was able to surprise my son with 2 tickets to WrestleMania. So there was this charity auction, and they were auctioning 2 tickets to WrestleMania along with a championship belt, and I was able to win the auction. And I surprised my son, and it was a cool moment for him to go and experience WrestleMania. And what's funny is that they didn't know that my cousin, she's also a big wrestling fan, she was also there at WrestleMania, so they both got to experience it, which is pretty cool. Um, but yeah, man, like I said, it was nice memories and it was fun. Like I said, and I was trying to think of, like, you don't realize sometimes it's back in the head. I was like, wow, that was wrestling was really cool. And I was watching a hockey player recently because he was talking about with hockey now, like the NBA is starting to lose viewership. And the one thing he started talking about is like with hockey, they're gaining viewership right now in this country, and part of it is that the players you see they care. It's like, as a person who's paying money to go to a show to watch these things, what you want is entertainment value. If you go to a game and the player you come to go see is taking the day off because he needs load management, why did you waste this money on a ticket? Like, it's not fair to the fan, because at the end of the day, and I don't care if it's a professional sports, whatever, it's for the fans. If you don't have fans, you don't have a business. And I think that's why wrestling today still resonates, because yes, people say, oh, wrestling is fake. It is. It still doesn't take the fact of the work they have to do and how they go about their business. They're putting their body on the line. They're pushing things to the limit to try to entertain the fans. And I think the fans appreciate that. So regardless if the outcome is predetermined, you still have to do the work and make it exciting for the fans. And I think people who don't get wrestling, they don't get that. It's, you watch it, you're entertained, it's fun. And listen, and like I said, that's what may be wrong with some professional sports today, because it's gotten to the point where like it's just about them, and it's also entertaining the fan. So I still enjoy wrestling. I'm looking for WrestleMania, and ironic enough, what's funny is that for my wife's birthday, we're going to Vegas for her birthday, and apparently WrestleMania is gonna be there. And I'm like, huh? And she's like, we're not doing anything WrestleMania. I was like, I understand. But I mean, listen, maybe they have a meet and greet. Maybe, we slide over to, I don't know what stadium is it, Reliance Stadium? I don't know the name of the stadium out there. Check it out. It'll be pretty cool. But all right, that's gonna be my video for this week. Hope you enjoyed this. If you have a chance, subscribe. Feel free to leave some notes if you want any questions. I'm going to work on potentially doing a live one next, so I'll keep you posted, and I'll put the details to see how that works. I've been enjoying doing this. I enjoy talking with you. Thank you for taking the time. Let me open up, and we'll talk soon.